Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today is a cool but sunny day, so I thought I would take a spin around the neighborhood in the golf cart and take you along with me. It will give me a good chance to test out the new camera mounts that I 3D printed yesterday. If you listen close, you will hear some squeaking being picked up by the camera mic. I think I'm going to have to put some thin rubber strips between the 3D printed bracket and the front roof support to eliminate that noise. The two cameras that I'm using are what I call a couple of faux pro cameras for recording this. They are the cheap GoPro knockoffs. Amazon calls them action cameras. At any rate, they do a good job recording 1080p or even 4K video for much less than the cost of a GoPro. Now there's a couple of differences between the two cameras, even though they look pretty much the same. The older camera, the one I bought back in 2018, has a little brighter picture, and that's because it's pointed out the back of the golf cart and not looking through the tinted windshield. The forward-facing camera is one I just bought a few days ago, and it's looking through the tinted windshield. I have tested having a camera on the side of the golf cart, and it recorded some great video, but the wind noise that the mic picked up was terrible, so I designed and 3D printed a mount that puts both cameras behind the windshield. The other obvious difference is that the old camera that is pointed at me does not have image stabilization, and the recorded video is very bouncy. The newer one looking out the front does have image stabilization settings that can be turned on and makes for a much smoother video. I guess another Amazon purchase is in my future. If you've been following my golf cart journey, you'll know that I bought two EZGO golf carts shown here. The one on the left is the one I used to build old Ruby, and this is how she looks today. I really couldn't be happier with how old Ruby turned out, even though I spent way more than I had planned to get her going. I purchased the lithium battery bundle and the AC motor and controller bundle from Eco Battery, and it was a breeze to install. The wiring harness that comes with that bundle has everything labeled to make it super easy, even if you're like me and new to this golf cart stuff. If you're looking for an Eco Battery dealer, I highly recommend James Carter. He's in South Carolina and lives pretty close to the Eco Battery warehouse. You can find him on YouTube under his channel name, KartzNFartz. Since I've completed old Ruby, I've been thinking about what I'm going to do with the other EZGO golf cart I purchased. At first, I thought I might go kind of crazy with it and make something like this with a Mad Max theme. Although that would be a fun build, and it would probably get a lot of crazy looks from the people in my neighborhood, the practical Dave says I'd better just build something that will be much more useful. I'm thinking now that I will build a kind of working yard cart with some kind of a dump bed on the back that would be good for picking up limbs and debris around the yard. It wouldn't have to be fast, and I will try to create a budget for it and stick to it. I've been thinking about how I would build the dump bed, and then the other day I remembered I had this old dump trailer that I got many years ago when I bought my John Deere lawn tractor. I never used it much because every time I went to use it, it seems the tires were always flat. So I guess I'll break out my wire-fed MIG welder and try to sharpen my welding skills so that I can build a frame for the dump bed. I mean, how hard can it be, right? If you're paying close attention, you can probably tell that my neighborhood subdivision is not very big. It consists of one very long straight street with 5 short streets turning off to the right, all having a cul-de-sac, and one really short street turning to the left, also with a cul-de-sac. You can see from my trip history from my phone app, I can go from my house and go up and down each street and back home again in under 15 minutes. When you pull into the subdivision from the main road, there used to be a no outlet sign similar to this one to let everyone know that there's only one way in and one way out of the subdivision. I remember the sign well because someone with a sense of humor had placed a decal sticker of a 110 volt outlet on that sign. The sign has been missing for months, but as I drive around, I don't see that the county or whoever has added another way out. It's probably a good thing too, because I'm sure there would be a lot of traffic with people cutting through. I found some interesting info about golf carts on the internet, and if it's on the internet, you know it must be true. According to the internet, golf carts have become incredibly popular recently to the point where they are often described as a lifestyle vehicle, rather than just a piece of sporting equipment. In many parts of the U.S., they are effectively replacing the second family car for local trips. This trend, often called the golf cart revolution, has moved well beyond retirement communities and into standard suburbs and beach towns. Historically, golf carts were fleet vehicles owned by golf courses. Today, the fastest growing segment of the market is consumer-owned vehicles for neighborhood use. The second car replacement, for many families a golf cart or a LSV, low-speed vehicle, is a cheaper, more fun alternative to a car for school drop-offs, grocery runs, and visiting neighbors. And of course you have the cool factor. They are no longer just beige utility carts. Owners are customizing them with lift kits, Bluetooth sound systems, underglow lighting, and custom paint jobs, turning them into status symbols. So if you're watching this video of me riding my golf cart around my neighborhood and you're on the fence about getting a golf cart for yourself, I have just one thing to say. Do it. Just do it. You can pick up a cheap golf cart from Facebook Marketplace and have a blast customizing it as much or as little as you want. Make it your own. You won't be sorry. Okay, we're heading into the home stretch. If you have enjoyed this video and listening to me ramble, please leave it a thumbs up. If you want to see what I do in my next golf cart build, consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the notifications so you know when I upload a new video. And until the next one, thank you very much for watching.